We've recorded for Afternoon Drive, and we can rock and roll with so much soul. Am I on the mic?
No, I am. I just gotta find it. There we go.
Alright. Dope. Ready to rock?
I'm always ready to rock.
Yeah, I know you are. All the hits, Q97.1, Danny Salas, Afternoon Drive. We are still all the way live at LA Live, Staples Center, right outside the site of 2014 WWE SummerSlam. And we are here with a bona fide champion. And as he sits down, I immediately regret that I'm not wearing sunglasses, because this is one of the brightest stars ever to sit across from me right now. I'm talking about former WWE Tag Team Champion. I'm talking about former WWE Champion. I'm talking about the current Intercontinental Champion. What? He's not just the champion of this continent, but every continent. I'm talking about The Miz, live up in the building.
You also forgot to mention about my movies, Marine 3 Homefront, Christmas Bounty, and the up-and-coming Marine 4 Moving Target, which will be out early this year. But you did a very good job in introduction. That was fantastic. And the reason why I wear sunglasses indoors, because, you know, you got so many cameras being taken of me, pictures and flashes. It just gets in the eyes.
You're in the city of paparazzi, baby.
Exactly. I mean, TMZ's probably waiting for me outside right now.
I'm sure they are, especially if you call them, let them know you're here.
Nah, actually, I'm one of the people that don't, but they always seem to find me somewhere.
That's freaking awesome, dude. Hey, man, well, welcome to LA. So this is like your kind of adopted hometown now, right?
It is. Well, you know, I've lived here for a very long time, and the thing about Cleveland is I love Cleveland to death, but they never give me the credit. Like, I've brought 10 championships to Cleveland.
Yes, sir.
But they still complain that LeBron hasn't brought us a championship.
Who?
Johnny Manziel, they're going to bring us a championship. I brought the championships, but they don't put billboards up on me. As soon as I come to LA, I swear to you, this happened. As soon as I came to Hollywood and mentioned that I am from Hollywood, California, now that when I entered, they say, from Hollywood, California, The Miz. They put a billboard on the Sunset Strip of my face.
What?
And so I was like, you know what? This is my home.
Right? Dude, that's awesome, dude. Congrats.
Does Dolph Ziggler have a billboard in Hollywood? No. Does he have a billboard anywhere? No.
Haven't seen
That's why I make this title so relevant. I'm making it more relevant than any superstar has ever made it before, because that's just the type of talent that I am.
That's awesome, dude. Next step, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Bam.
That's it. Boom.
Done.
Calling it.
I'm in.
Hey, dude, and really, for those who are just listening right now, you obviously can't see, but The Miz actually brought his Intercontinental Championship belt with him. It's currently on the table in front of me right now, because I was totally going to ask you about that. A lot of people who don't know or have never been in the presence of a championship belt, a lot of people think it's just kind of a prop or something that's like changed out every time just for TV. Dude, this sucker has some wear and tear on it.
It has wear and tear. It is the greatest accessory that you possibly could have. I'm the only one that has it, so it's a one-of-a-kind.
Dude, heck
and I get to carry it all around Los Angeles.
And how friggin' dope is it that you are carrying the same title that has been worn by so many friggin' legends in the game, man?
It's a dream come true. This was actually the title that, as a kid, I grew up loving, because Ultimate Warrior had it, and Shawn Michaels, and Marty Jannetty, and Mr. Perfect. You know, whenever you think of those names, it was like, wow, man, now I get to hoist it up and have my name, you know, said in the same sentence as Intercontinental Championship. So
that's history,
it's incredible.
Dude, that's history, baby.
Yep.
Well, we got to talk about the fact that you did headline WrestleMania. Dude, you have accolades up on top of accolades on top of accolades, man.
I've fulfilled, I think, every dream that I've ever tried to imagine.
Dude, and that's what I was getting at, man. Like, honestly, and kind of going back a little bit, kind of behind the curtain a little bit before you made it to the WWE, man. Seriously, how could you have even imagined the steps that you had to take to get just into the WWE? It's harder to get into the NFL, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the NFL roster's like that. WWE roster, like that, right? Dude, crazy hard. Did you have in your wildest imagination any idea that you would end up where you are now?
I don't think anyone ever can imagine something like that. You don't. When you dream, you don't. Dreams aren't supposed to come true. That's your dream. Like, you know, it's like oh, you know, you dream about it, and it's like, oh, okay, great. But then when it starts happening, you start realizing and gaining confidence, and you start saying, you know what, maybe I can do this. And then you take another step, and then you start doing bigger goals. Right. I always try to set my goals outside of anything I can fathom. Like, and if I do it, awesome. If I fail, at least I tried so hard getting it, and I'm not going to regret back when when I'm older saying, man, I wish I would have tried this, I gave it my all. I sacrificed for it, and I worked hard, and there's nothing I could do to do it better. So why not just go for it?
Dude, you're the man, man. You're the man.
I try. You know,
Dude,
I'm
you
man, the myth, the legend, Miz.
You could be a total motivational speaker right now, man.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
inspired.
Well, I used to be a motivational speaker back in my Real World days. Back when I was on the Real World, colleges would pay me to come motivate their kids to do something with their lives, and I never graduated college. So that's the best part about it. Like, colleges would pay me immense amount of money to come to talk to their students about doing something with their lives.
That's awesome, dude.
And I was just on the Real World. Like, that was my what?
Hey, but they never asked Rochelle to go talk, did they?
I know.
Nah,
they asked me.
She ain't doing no speaking engagements.
She's doing bar appearances.
Easy. Hey, I know you got limited time, man, but I want to know. Obviously, you have a ridiculous amount of single success, man. But you had a crazy amount of success as a tag team champion. You had a lot of tag team partners, man. Who of all the tag team partners you've had have you had some of the most fun with?
John Morrison. When we used to do the dirt sheet, we were on the same page. It was no one really did it at the time. It was like a web show for WWE. Now WWE has so many web shows. We got the network. I mean, that has so many original.
Network,
I know.
I freaking love the dirt sheet.
I know. Everyone loved it. That was so much hard work. We directed it. We edited it. I mean, we did everything for it. We wrote it. We acted in it. We did everything for it to gain notice for people to notice us, and it succeeded. And it kind of allowed other people to kind of do other web shows to get notarized. And so it was awesome, man. It was so much fun. We enjoyed ourselves. We had a blast. And, I kind of missed Jomo,
Yeah, dude, I'm glad you brought it up because, honestly, you have always been one of my favorite superstars and not just because of what you've done on TV, but because way back in the day, I know you totally don't remember this, man, but last time you were in Fresno, you came through the radio station with John Morrison when you guys were tag team champs. And it was one of the coolest things I've ever done with any WWE superstar. John Morrison actually grated cheese on his abs.
Yes,
you remember that?
I totally remember that.
And it was cool just watching him grate
and
cheese.
And it legit grated it.
He legit grated that cheese.
That's not supposed to happen.
But The Miz had the line of the day because right at the end of that video, you were doing play-by-play. At the end of the video, you're like, there's cheese all over the microphone. And then the video just stops right there. That was it. It was hilarious.
All right.
I'm going to have to shoot you that YouTube link on your Twitter page. So limited time, last words. I know you got this big match against Dolph Ziggler on Sunday, SummerSlam, WWE Network. Subscribe now. What can we expect on Sunday, man?
For $9.99, by the way.
I've heard that. I've heard that once or twice.
You've heard it once or twice. But, yeah, expect the unexpected. Whenever it's SummerSlam, the superstars bring out their top-notch game. I mean, right now, the card is stacked. You have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, which if Brock Lesnar gets the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, no one knows what's going to happen.
Right.
Is he going to leave? Is he going to go? And that could change the landscape because then that would mean this Intercontinental Championship is the only, kind of singles title besides the United States. But we'll just talk about the Intercontinental as the more prestigious one.
Right.
But it's an incredible lineup, and some people are talking about this could end up being one of the greatest SummerSlams that anyone's ever seen. I mean, you look at Jericho versus Wyatt, you look at Rollins versus Ambrose. The flag match with Swagger and Rusev are going to be very highly entertaining, and then you have the Intercontinental Championship match with Dolph Ziggler, who is an immense competitor, who I'm going to be going toe-to-toe with to retain my title. Is just going to be, everyone's looking to be the match that's going to be talked about. And Dolph and myself, I guarantee, are so competitive with one another that I really, truly believe that that's going to be the match that's talked about from now to the test of time, and it's going to be memories that will last a lifetime. So definitely get the WWE Network for $9.99 a month.
Steal the show, brother. Steal the show.
Always.
And I will say on a personal note, win or lose, The Miz gets to go home and hang out with Maurice.
There you go.
So
I
you're
win.
a winner, brother.
I win.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
The Miz
it.
in the building. It's Q97.1. Dude, you're the man.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Great interview, buddy.
Mind if we take a couple quick pics?
Yeah, sure, man.
Dude, you're the man. You're the man.
Title while you do it.